Simple starts to position for this, a nice under the balcony angle, hard to track, Fame strafe, and Simple empty-handed. Just like that, outsiders have access to the site.
Retakes on here, no kit in play. MPO with a light bit of util, but 40 seconds on the clock, and no, don't do it to us. Don't kick us off like this. Oh, you wouldn't quite believe it, would you? Well, that's all it's going to take here.
Perfecto has no reason, other than perhaps conceding the kill reward. May as well have a little look in, see if he can get himself some extra cash for a frag, but don't forget the radius has been expanded.
I guess avoiding giving them 300 bucks as well, so if we're going to really get down into the tiniest of details here. But Outsiders have worked this one out, starting to spring forward, move out of that bomb radius you just mentioned, and well, Perfecto, he might go down, yeah, and he will, so Kickit will take that one, and positive signs for Kickit there early. Frag out the gates, he will go down to the bomb, but 3 staying alive on the NaVi side. 2 pairs of armor, a light bit of util for MPO, and Outsiders with 1.
They're out and about. As are the Orps. Ooh, Fame. After all of his beautiful parkour in the first 2 rounds, just off the rail there, and it leads to a nade. He'd otherwise would have been able to evade.
NaVi are giving up banana control here. They have no information top banana right now. They're more than happy to hand this one over. You can see Electronic at the ready. Has Perfecto up close and personal with some block utility in the hand. Mid crossfire with MPL. And Simple, who's actually started to back off. So top banana control now secured, but telegraphed. That utility right there will let NaVi know exactly what's up on the other side. This boost available for spawn, but look at this, both Orbs trying to activate. Simple tickled by the flames. That should have been heard by Fame or Chiron there. Bit of a gap here on the left-hand side of that smoke.
I wonder if Flit will investigate. Yeah, you can see like a moth to the flame. He's found a gap. And it's Chiron that falls. Simple on the reclear. And ahead of the smoke is Flit. He's into the site now. Electronic does go down. A big one back for the Outsiders. And with 35 and counting, they will commit. Perfecto. Hoping for support. Simple and NPL to provide the cover. There is a smoke for CT, but 25 and oh my God, what's this?
They've got time. They can run it back right now. They still have to deal with Bit over towards Pit here.
It's all Bit. It's all Bit.
Wait, they faked it? They faked it. They're heading back towards B. What is going on?
This is horrible. The cruel mind game of Counter-Strike. Fame trying to sell it, and they are rotating.
7 seconds.
Perfecto screaming for help. If he can just deny the bomb, the round is done. NPL with a hero play. A triple for good measure. This is getting, like, I don't know, what's more dimensions than 4D chess? We're in like 5D chess, we've got smell-o-vision or something. This is the fake of the cut noise and then also considering going back to A.
Yeah, with about 20 seconds left, they would have had time to rotate the whole way back, right? Or at least they should have had judges. Well, they've tucked him into logs here. Perfecto's pushed forward as well. Another smoke deployed, and this is where Electronic should get back. So the mission accomplished. They've cleared out Banana. They have that full control, and even a light tag there onto Jame. It's forcing them and funneling them up mid here.
Yeah, Chiron, first to fall in the previous. Missed it between the wickets. Now Simple has to concede long. Pressure mounting towards this A site. They can wrap through Electronic considering the arch smoke.
They have so much space here.
Threatening. NaVi talking it through, piecing together their reactions. And down goes Electronic, kick it. Everything covered. And after all of that...
Yeah, they know it's a B defender. They know Electronic holds B with Perfecto here. So now they're going to try and isolate Perfecto on this B bomb site. Chiron parked. He can cover off the rotations. He's in a power position for this. NaVi can't go mid to B. They will have to push down mid. And they're hot on the trail. They've spotted out Fame. Perfecto's blocked them for now. The race is on. 20 seconds.
This is amazing. The bomb will go down unless Perfecto can stop it. They have the site. Oh, unchecked, backs are turned, and a big good headshot out of Perfecto. Fast on this though, multiple bodies up Banana. Fame does well onto Bit, and a double for good measure. NaVi will take that one on the chin. Ouch.
Okay, there's some of these decisions here, right? They're really using all of the...
Standard utility, and Flip Actually charging. No smoke on half wall. Flash to come over the top. Electronic surely going to eat this one as he changes his mind, turns tail, and will concede top banana for now.
Yeah, that's where somebody like Flit is calling the shots, right? So they're going to one of their default openings here, but Flit's the one who gets to test the waters. Does he want the flash? Does he not want the flash? Well, this time round might want it on a little bit of a delay here. Banana control and boiler and halls quite early, so a minute 15 on the clock. Navi aren't playing forward anywhere other than top mid with Simple and MPL on the crossfire. This is the only real territory they have to hold on to here.
Oh, Electronic counter molly. Flit fast and through it. It's Perfecto, who's good for the defense. Simple getting his head rocked, but defended by NPL. They combine forces for the double shutdown. Frags on all fronts. In sync. And now that sinking feeling for James.
Simple's already here. Ooh, okay. Well, I don't think he's going to catch him here. Like ships in the night, there's no way they're going to check this one out. James very fortunate here if he does want to retain this. If he continues to walk, he's got about 25 seconds. There is an open avenue right now. He just has to get past Bit. But likely here just to see the classic James time. They're coming out for the clear here, so they're definitely looking for him. Electronic, it'd be great if he finds him after time. The loss bonus not coming through. It's going to be a little bit of a shock. And look how many bodies they are sending after James right now. Oh, clearing the...
And you can see Flit's and proactivity here was just Perfecto good for it. A must-have frag. And this is what was going down on A in the meantime. You can see Simple and MPL clear. So much time still on the clock. And here they come, charging through the smoke into NPL. Perfecto goes wide. Oh, and he sends them all down. Perfecto and NPL clear out mid. And NaVi sail smoothly into their third round. Fame, a chance to disrupt. But the bomb is lost under NaVi's boots. And I can't stop singing the praises of MPL.
He's doing a great job, right? Just these double ups, these multi-kills. The fact he's having impact here. Exactly what they needed, but Fame will draw one back, just chipping away at the CT economy, making sure they can't just continue to flourish in that department here. And he wants to do exactly what James did in the previous, hold on to this AK so they have something threatening into the next. Loss bonus at 1900 mark, so not a whole lot of cash for them to work with going into round number 9. This may be the biggest and best weapon they have to work with. So let's see how much they can get out of this. And that was a more direct approach. You noticed that the Outsiders executed as a team. They had a set plan. And Navi played ahead of it. They had a gamble stack of their own. They made A strong. They were playing retake on the B bomb site, called their bluff, and it paid off.
Silent mantle into the apartment by virtue of the boost. You can see this is that double up we've been talking about. It was the same case on overpass. They came his way. He was good for the second as well. Against each other. You're like, where, update me. I need more info.
Well, a good plan considering the situation here, so they will get themselves into a much juicier looking buy now.
Oops. Oh, a lot of Molotov and not a lot of damage. Different shape to NaVi's B defense this time. You can see Simple trying to take that big green into a big opening. And Flit just on the precipice of the smoke, a jiggle perhaps enough. Simple makes him a dead man.
Good adjustment there. You can see he did spot him on the cusp of the smoke. And oh, Electronic gives one back, walking into it, but Simple again.
He's just going to take them all down. Why not? I lose Electronic, I'll make that advantage once more. And as you know, and as NPL starting to learn, they're everywhere. And this is nice from Fame. Perhaps going to catch off the rotation. Perfecto alert, and not quite as precise. A Galil, successful in the duel. Fame keeping the round very interesting. Now the bomb on the back of Chiron. With James down, Chiron might have to adopt a similar supportive role. Bomb on his back, and decisions to be made.
They know it's the AWP on B here. They can isolate him, it's just that one smoke in play.
Simple thinks better of throwing out the divider smoke. Second guessing himself, he'll just take it dry. Oh, Fame gets across. baits the shot on the low HP, and they're running him down just to the leg. Simple cannot defend the B site, and instead it's a horrible retake. NPL and Bit not interested.
Oof, told to hold on to this again, and it's just outsiders with this mid-round decision-making, continuously just making the correct call, isolating Simple back of the side, and you're thinking to yourself, if you're NaVi, okay, Simple's there, he's definitely going to get one, only gets away with the leg shot. That was after the 2 opening kills over towards Banana. They opted to smoke Coffins, right, not thinking that he'd be playing over towards CT with the AWP this late within the round. That was the right call, and then with his smoke, that was way off the mark, right? You traditionally see it a whole lot tighter, so it gives them a gap to work with, play around. There was a big void right there. Outsiders will get up to 6.
Do me a favor, Chan.
Okay.
Put your in-game leader hat on for a second.
I can try.
And when you're considering a team you're playing against to be annoying, to the point where you say, I hate it. When you're calling against a team and you say, I hate it, would that do something to your calling? Would that have an impact on your game or the approach you'd be making your boys go for?
I think if you're losing to silly situations that you know are going to come up your way, that would be frustrating, right? But this is why you see in that scenario they wanted to surge forward with a fight. They're hoping to find a gap because you see outsiders how spread up they are in a lot of these scenarios here. So this is Simple coming out for the trade, and necessary because the round was already hard enough. And Electronic going wide without a smoke, whatever tendencies they've discovered with outsiders, but Flit up Banana again.
Good nade. Right on the money. Fame the same, catches flak in the apartments on his mantle, and oh dear, Electronic down and out. It was Flit again, good for it. Consistent on the way in. Perfecto's got a trove of additional utility. You can see it in the rotations of these CTs. There is still uncertainty brewing as a product of this Outsiders playbook. Util A.
Yeah, Perfecto still has a few bits of util to block here, but if Outsiders call the bluff on their smoke and they launch their way into the site with a nice pop flash, Perfecto's going to be under a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, I don't know how he gets himself out of this. They're coming, and there's a gap on that one. Chip damage. Good incendiary. Might buy time. You can't really disrespect that. Certainly not kick it or Fame. Across, though, all the same. Perfecto trying to take matters into his own hands. Tracks out one. 3-on-3. Yet to be planted. Kickit trying as hard as he might. Good angle, and it doesn't deny. Kickit, his last dying wish is to plant the bomb. Now James hunting into Simple. A clean shot to the belly. Puts us in that 2-on-2. Can Bit and NPL, the 2 youngest NaVi members, piece it together against James and his pad 1. Yes, indeed, Chiron with the headshot. Bit with the smoke and the kit, but priorities. It's deployed for retreat, and Chiron might even jump through it. Okay, he's feeling himself. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. If any, oh, James will hate that though. Oh, okay, Bit. Best of a bad situation. Takes it all down. Might even have an AWP to grab if he's got sticky fingers.
Yeah, he'll take the AK here, the best he could grab right there. Sure, makes it expensive, but Outsiders are up to 7 here. And you can just see all of these fights, right? The Flit trades out top Banana, go into the site, they get one, they trade back. Another frag happens, Simple gets one, goes down. So it's just constantly dribs and drabs of kills here. There's no multi-kills happening, at least in a fast variety. And this is James onto the flash player Perfecto. Chiron dealing with MPL on the retake here, and then you're sure Bit knows that he has to save. There's no way back here, not worth the risk. Takes them both down here, but just a consolation.
That is off a beaten path.
He's made steps, they know he's here.
Yeah, maybe Bit will bait. Shows his face and a frag. That will change the plan again. Lovely work from Bit, not only bringing that rifle in, but not needing it to find an opening. Now what? Says Outsiders, and Flit.
They won't expect this, they smoke long. Simple's not going to be ready for this. Flit and Chiron are already past it, dealing with the mid to B rotation. Smoke and mirrors, literally here.
Yeah, and Electronic's going to be mad as he loses his head. Hot lead to the face. Simple's got to worry about so much now. He knows CT is lost. Moto a safe haven. But Outsiders, this is those thumb screws just tightening once again. B players isolated, hopeless, and dead. Flit, what a save. He's going to finish it with a dunk. Beautiful. 3 points.
They know Bit was over towards this A side of the map here with the 5-7, but they still haven't identified where the safe AK is. So as Flick clears out the B bomb site, they will now know that they can just run on in and get that bomb down. Bit's going to see if he can find that AK that, well, it was only a Tech 9, so he won't be able to find himself an upgrade here. It's all going to come down to the preference of the pistol. And half one for outsiders here, so Flick with 3 kills, and that's all she wrote. Yeah, the fact that they're in CT spawn, that reaction was fantastic, right? You see James, he drops that util knowing that Karan and Flit are already making their way around that arch side, playing with the rotations, understanding that's likely a gap. If a team is going to do an aggressive apartments maneuver, likely long is going to be weak on. So good read there from James and co. Another round posted on the board here. But what comes next is NaVi wanting to take a bit more of a fight across the map. We have been speaking about a lot of these rounds where they've been more than happy to give up banana control. It's only been a couple of occasions where Electronics barreled down. Staying pretty strong on top mid in more of these occasions. Facto again with a FAMAS here. He's had a FAMAS quite a few times, and there's going to have to be an MP9 for Electronic. We know what he's able to do with that. He's kind of filling the void that bumych left with that weapon over towards the banana position. Bit will get his AK back for good measure. MPO who's been great impact.
The damage had been inflicted. 8. And certainly not going to be comfortable for Electronic early. That is though. Ooh, okay, Flit forced forwards into more nades and pain. Does he want to give them an AK? Flash is good. Maybe Electronic does go wide on this. See it. This battle, it's fought with more than bullets. Simple. Ooh, confirmation of Chiron's coming. Holds his nerve and the trigger until relevant and necessary. Chiron shut down. Simple sticking around. Man, once more. In pursuit of answers, you can see that jiggle on short side. No one actively clearing out mid, but as steps are heard, Kickit pulls or baits a smoke out of Perfecto, and that was the last they had. Now the CT smoke is early and may get NaVi rotating. Forward position, good frag. Now the question is, how many more? Simple on that speedway. Indecision, in limbo. Needs to make a choice, especially now NPL's gone down. Big one back from Bit. It's just 2 members of Outsiders. How imposing, how threatening can it be? Flip, 5 HP. Now 0. James dancing around the site. Plant is great. Round, impossible. Running him down with a good flash bang, finds himself in a safe haven, somehow survives the full length of that flash, but will go down. Time to course correct for NaVi.
Yeah, just a lot of these isolated fights yet again in a round like this. James getting the bomb down great. It's going to help them in that buy department. Flip can drop an AWP across here. They should be able to make this one work. James could even buy one of his own, but questions to be around what type of round they're looking for here. But the pressure on Bit in this situation, right? They baited out the rotation as they should. Fame takes down MPL. Bit has to step up and be countered here, and he just takes his time. He understands that, as you mentioned, only 2 players, how imposing it's okay if they get the bomb down. We need to secure the rounds here, so that one's going to feel good. And it will force a darker NaVi.
Reminiscent of our first. Pulled across the line. 29 rounds of play on our first map. Outside is a good haul. Make it a strong statement for map 3, especially if they can find these remaining 2 attacking rounds, setting the bar incredibly high for NaVi on the swap of the side. Down the gullet. 75 damage nade. Flit still just standing up, puffing up his chest and saying, I could be 3. Fame, oh, then again with the movement, gets himself into mini pit, nearly finds Simple, brings him low, Mac 10 to the helmet, Chiron good onto NPL. And this is the frag, Jane good with the element of surprise from long side. If he can find Simple, oh, he doesn't have the time. He doesn't have the time for this. And so concedes, takes damage and frags, but It will be Navi's round. Consolation at that stage in the game. Time for our final round of Navi's defense. 7 required.
Yeah, you see Jane right there. He understands that if he goes and tries to pick the bomb up, still very unlikely he can plant that in time. Knows that the AWP will treat him much nicer for round number 15 here. A moment quicker, it would have been a chance for this one. But 6 going into halftime for Outsiders would feel great. Their bye, not really complimentary of that type of a discussion here. Let's see how much they can get out of this. Look at this aggression. Straight up mid. That scope may have been heard from the boiler player. Yeah, I think it was. Good response from Bit.
Good nade from James. He's doing everything he can with his AWP, and Simple might oblige.
Oh, not far off.
He went wide enough. Saved himself from a frustrating death. Now, if you want info, the info will likely involve an electronic SMG and a nade to the deep banana. Here they come. Electronic, cleared, hard clear, the hit of the crouch, enough to evade the crosshair.
They've got 2 on the site still here. Simple with that AWP over towards the Coffin's position. So backing up the likes of Perfecto, they've gone for a 2-2 split of their resources right here, NaVi, to try and hold on to this one.
Kiket's found himself a smoke, so they will have 1. On him. 30 seconds. Smokes are down from NaVi. Pit smoke's safe now from any flame. They can peek over the top of it as well. Hard angle for the apartments players. Trying to get into the site. Bit reveals himself, confirms presence in the apps. Jame posted up as the bomb's being punched, and there's no one can voice concerns. They know it's likely a double pit setup. Chiron, this would be a huge frag. Simple versus Chiron, and it's Chiron supreme. Perfecto from the library revealed and tagged. Locked on down, Outsiders with just a couple of rifles again. So threatening, Perfecto, good headshot. Takes down the AWP. We need to get into the site though, Bit with only 1. It doesn't seem like there's any hope. Any chance? A good frag, but just playing the clock, it's Chiron to close. A good headshot. Holding my breath for this one. Bit secures 7. Equipped, Simple, with everything he needs, but elsewhere, Bit's adventures instantly cut short. Simple the same. That P250 doesn't even fire a bullet before he meets Fame.
Now they're locked.
Yeah, and actually very aggressive. Kicket. Not playing to contain initially. He wanted to close that gap and end this round. Now you can see they're up the creek without the paddle.
They know they have to finish now towards B. Here they go.
Jame and the boys, it's Fame again on that Coffin position. Jewel Berettas fill the feed for 2. Easy.
That's going to feel really good. Both pistols right now. If they can find this conversion, NaVi without the plant, likely to see them take a bit of an eco here. So it should be 10. More than confirmed, unless they go for the force bind. Well, let me tell you, we can watch the highlights here. That's a crispy one there from Fame. NaVi have actually decided to push this one to the limit here. Everybody buying in a little something, some Tech 9 to T-Stairs cross, and well, Electronic quite quick up in towards Boiler here. James needs to be careful.
Yeah, this might catch them off guard. The nimble Tech 9 and very precise. MP9 for his troubles.
Trying a full rotation. B's open right now.
They are coming. Oh, it's not subtle, but it's brutal. NaVi just kick open the A site. Every shot connects. Perfecto 1. Electronic another. 3 from the leader. It's his call, and he leads by example.
What an inspired round. I don't know where this one came from. Just run and shoot heads. Yeah, that seems pretty simple. We like that one, don't we? Simple finishes things off. Flick goes down. An instant response here around where it did look like it was going to be an eco. The Tech 9 buy came in late. Freeze time had ended. Bit was still buying.
He was still in spawn, putting on his Kevlar vest.
He quite didn't believe the call there, and Electronic was like, yeah, I'm just going to win this round single-handedly here. Look at the kills coming in this way. 3 frags. He's turned that into, I think, 6 right now.
Yeah, that's not bad. Doubling your kills in a second round force. Inspired stuff.
That came way too easy.
Yeah, the frag's coming through for Electronic, a good sign of things.
You know, when you've messed up, and just the exponential growth that these young guns are going to be having with their coaches, Blade and Dustin, so much tape to review, so much to watch, so much to learn from.
And some heavy nade damage. NPL catches the brunt of it, but a lot of them low. That is the best start Outsiders could have asked for. Flit forward. Flash back. It's a constant just trading places, exchange of nades and space.
Yanko discussed Fame in pit with the smoke. He's still got it by his side right now, and we'll save this for the execute. You can see him right here, jiggling away. He does have a lot of support, Jame as well. And Chiron in towards the side. This is a very good read of the situation here from Outsiders. They should shred them on the way in.
Let's see if this meat grinder with their softened up NaVi players from the nade of earlier. Fame, safe from the flash, and does find it. A bit labored, now to be run down, saved by Chiron. This pit setup, it's shredding through. There's nothing NaVi can do. 5 alive, Perfecto will change that. But that is about it. Flit on the arch side, containing any escapades as they clear library and confirm he's probably coming to you. Flit perfect. And that is it. Outsiders with a lockdown on that A site. The crossfire established and successful.
It has to be a really good read here again, right? And I think this has just been mind games for both of these teams across the map, right? How much territory, when you reflect back to Overpass, the Outsiders were happy to give up, just have Fame solo A. They weren't playing connected. They were doing 4 B stacks. It gave NaVi a lot of room. This time round on Inferno, James decides, yo, we'll play a 3A strong setup. And when I say A strong, I mean towards the short and balcony side of things, not for long. They were watching long from pit, so they were more than happy to give up the territory of the mid. You can see Kick had already attempting to line up some defensive utility, but he's been caught between 2 mines here. He's looking just to stall them out for a B execute.
Molly Lick heard.
Flash is being called for here. Flit wants to fight. Well, wanted to fight. Aggressive U2 now forces him back, so still under pressure here towards this B bomb site.
Second smoke drop. Little spot towards the coffins, and Kickard through the smoke, no less. Sours the mood in the NaVi camp.
Yeah, you'll take that one. They want to head back towards this B side. They are going to still have to get through the block utility of Kickard, who has a molly and a smoke remaining. Now he's juggling that across here, so division of labor.
Yeah, 30 seconds. It's a dream to drop that smoke now. It's run through or go in blind at 15 seconds. What do? You flash and you go. Bit throws it in. Good. Buys time for the boys. Kickard, a thorn in their side. Simple taking a real risk. 15 seconds. They know he's done it. Good damage as he gets the double. How does he find them both, Chad? That is nuts. And they will get the bomb down. This was a lost round. But now, an uncomfortable retake. Fame stampeding, trampling towards the nade. Good damage, but we need lethality. Chiron on the kit, crawling in as well. Simple, hiding. Bit needs a good headshot, and more to be found. Simple and Bit combined. And Simple is the name we will continue to say for round 21.
Yeah, that's massive impact for him, joining his teammates now as far as the impact column is talking, up to 11 frags, 3 in that round. That was huge, that push. He knew he had to make a play in that scenario. Those 2 players were both playing outside of the site, identified by Simple, had to take that risk, and the fact he gets the double up, they both offer themselves up, and he obliges, hitting 2 big shots. And makes it the third as they attempt this retake here. They're going to be feeling pretty hard done by. This was the Kicker opening. It felt great here. Kicked off fantastically well. Kicker again contributing. Dips on back, doesn't want to take the fight, and this is it for the trade. Flit just trying to remove Simple from the equation. Should have been there around every day.
But yeah, as you were discussing, I think the path of least resistance.
They just used all their smokes on A right now. NaVi have nothing left. They only have a couple of flashes. Make that 1 flash right now to execute anyway. They have to play through with this fake right here. They've left Kickard on B.
This has to be the all-in. Nothing Kickard throws at you now can stop you. But it will, because look, he's got what he's got in his cache, hidden just by the bricks. He's got another one of those. exactly where it came from, 30 seconds. Flames are down, flashes in, kick it blind, and Navi burning. NPL 5, 6 HP, Perfecto on 5, the bomb will go down.
And that's the round. That's the round right there. Kick it needed to get a multi-kill, or it's just going to be a save call. So Navi, they break through. Easy as you like here. And they could even start hunting right now if they want. There's still more pressure to be applied in this round. Sure, the bomb's down. You can try and remove some rifles here from outsiders if you would like, but that just seems way too easy. And that's when it looked very difficult. Outsiders again going for this gambling nature late, and you could see all the util expended by Navi on towards that site. The fact that you're going B with just a flash in your hand and you still make it work, the efficiency out of that. Well handled here, and they're up to 12, and they're looking to close things in 2 maps.
It's like it's less exciting the frag onto kick it. What's more exciting is the reason that he's alone on the site with 30 seconds left, and it's all through the way in which Navi were pulling those strings. They made it convincing enough on that A side that James, the wizard of Counter-Strike, he's oh so wise, was fooled.
Yeah, but it looks like Navi are going to have outsiders number again, right? You look at the head-to-heads between these two teams, sure, there's not a lot to reference, but Navi, we talk about the powerhouse of a region.
Early initiative, you can see Flit's flirting with it. Flash, perfect, and trade. Simple does get away. Damage onto James.
And they got the long control. They know the orbs towards B. They're punishing this right now. Big space taken. Bits found another.
Yeah, he's quaking now. Poor Fame. What's he supposed to do? Gets down the smoke, holds his breath. It's all him. And look at Kicker and James. They're still on B. They've given him, sold him down the river. See what you got, mate. See what you got, because Navi have got 13.
Starting to pick up steam right now, and more comments from Blade Rat talking about how he thinks that their meta is a little bit outdated here. The outsiders are starting to run. So as far as the brains are concerned, Navi look like they have their number. This is the T side. They're just consistently making the right calls, the right moves. That's the trade back. James, if he was able to get that kill, a completely different conversation this round. And then they activate with that information towards this A side of the map here, and you bang on. If Fame gets a couple kills, yeah, maybe we consider it. But if he doesn't, well, he's done. We need to preserve this AWP. They'll kick it into an AK, sure, but we are getting right now into the danger zone for this map. Only 2 CT rounds for outsiders thus far. That was the pistol that they couldn't convert. Remember, Electronic in the second round to play the Tech 9. It was a late force by call. They pull it together. He gets 3 massive kills. He only has 7 in total for this half, but that...
What will that change-up be? Flit thinks aggression could be the answer, and with frags like that from Kicker, it could be. The wrench in the works. 3 early frags on the banana fight. That is a complete different look. Flit will use his low HP, given the advantage, just as a report, a beacon, and a fast flank. If nothing comes knocking.
It's kind of crazy that they've left Flit on low HP, just so committed. Sure, a resmoke, that's great. Simple's going to have a look elsewhere, just going to walk past the line of the AWP.
The element of surprise is gone. Safe reposition from Fame. Kick it as well. Waiting for James. Setup adjusted or posted and collects. Comfortable for outsiders' response. Counter-Strike conversation underway, and outsiders voice concerns.
Well, there was a change-up, that banana aggression following through with 3 players right there, getting everything they would have wanted and more. That was Kicker who took a lot of damage, top banana at the start of the round to the utility rally. But then they pull in all the frags here, and another timeout, 3rd here. This will be on the Navi side of things, so they lose a round. Blade's more than happy to get in the ear straight away, and if they can hold them here, they can close. James pivoting in at the right time, and sure, it was a...
T-side attempt. Let's see if they can evade that opening gambit. Outsiders unlikely to throw anything similar again. And Simple knows it. Simple knows it. He decided to take a more aggressive stance and turns save Flit down. At the start of the round, this time Simple takes matters into his own hands.
He's just calling an execute here. He wants pressure. Simple doing an awful lot of talking. Smokes are in the air. Flashes are coming through too. Chiron has to stop this.
He's got nothing. A smoke, a nade, and a lost sight. And NPL gone elsewhere. They don't even have the bomb, but he just wants blood. Simple throws caution to the wind. runs through the smoke, kick it. Will receive, and now what do we have?
NaVi can re-execute. They've got 2 more smokes. Coffins and CT can come out once more. They should be able to get in and get this bomb down.
That space should be a plant. Maybe not on default. Flames will cancel plans. Fake. Behind the smoke, they might push on this. Planting with so many enemies around you. 3 versus 4. Stakes. Pushing. Fragging. Deathmatch from NaVi! 2 headshots, take the space back. Fame trying to relinquish control and can't handle Perfecto.
James going to save again. There's no way he gets involved in this. That was a number advantage situation. I feel like Simple just gave away the game right there, just pushing forward, taking that fight, running through a smoke. He goes down. The fact that they could execute again, and you can see it from Jamie, can't quite believe it.
I'm telling you, man, I think you can see it in Simple's moves. He, just like the crowd, wants to get this done in 2.
But this is the thing, right? We can sit back and we can wait, or I can go in and I can fight them. And that seems to be the answer right here, because that's not the first time he's run up Banana in that fashion, taking those fights in between the flames. And he's the one calling the execute. Yo, let's go. Let's take the fight. They're not playing this site.
Simple again, trying to take a lot of space for a little. It's a single Molotov late and a clear. Step 1, complete. Molly heard. Nade seen.
And no information for outsiders. They're passive across the map. That flash a little bit shy. More than happy to call top Banana clear though, and they could just execute towards this B bomb site once again. James can't find himself in the action here. Removed from the play right now is going all the way back to spawn as Simple and Electronic. They're going to pick up a couple of extra goodies here. Any utility that they've invested in, they can pick up and they can go against. And more flashes, that's going to clear off a couple more angles, and especially important when you're dealing with an AWP of James. But full Banana control. They can take top mid if they'd like it. A lot of spaces, outsiders are trying to hold on to their util. Kick it with a bunch over towards B. Fame once more. James, Molly as well here.
Damn, Simple is talking a lot. Astute observation. James playing on the short side. Safe from the flash. Shot to the crotch. Electronic's gone. And so is most of the round. We've got 30 seconds now. Hamstrung into the site, flashed. Alive. Bit the opposite, and that's the setup. The A site once again prevails unless Simple can do something ungodly. There's 2 on the site. You've got 14 seconds. Oh, God, he's got Chiron. And James still there, bodyguarded nicely. Flit to save them. And no time for fun and games. 5 seconds as James secures 12.
This is really stubborn out of outsiders here. The fact that NaVi have Banana control early again. They're applying pressure again. And then they're not playing and not hedging over towards that side of the map. They're just playing the same setup, right? Allowing just Flit and Kick It to try and deal with it on their own, right? And trying to call ahead of the pack here, and the stubborn calling helped them out. Potentially the case here. Bit and MPL are already making their way through halls. Electronic throwing an early smoke over towards that long side. This could be an apartment's pop. Do they want to take the bomb with them? That's the question. Currently on the back a bit. This is more direct indeed.
Can they break him? These 2 guns, Chiron and Fame, have made it work every time. But this is more direct. This is quick. NPL, straight out of the skies. James takes him down, brought down low, but so is Bit. Chiron reveals himself, and NaVi with nothing to show for it. 2 up short, crossfire set, still no contact given. The friction comes from Electronics. Peek, and a good peek at that. Flit, ex-victim, and he's into the site. 1 more to find, and Fame meets his fate. Oh man, these rounds determined by independent brilliance at that point.
I want to say decision time here for outsiders, but of course we know what the decision's going to be. 15 now secured for NaVi, and the fact that they just stand, they just posture their weight. Electronic, this is exactly what he's been known for, right? I know it's only 10 kills, but you can think about some of the rounds he's had impact. You break streak, pissed around for outsiders, Electronic steps up. Around the loop, done. Losing the 2 opening kills, MPL and Bit both go down. He steps up once more with a double kill. Just peels their way into 15 rounds right now. NaVi just 1 away. Heroic are waiting in the wings for this. Traditionally a pretty hard matchup for KDN and co.
Yeah, I think in the interview he said something like, we play them 10 times, we win 1. Well, I'm sure they're watching and probably biting through their nails as it looks like NaVi getting ever closer to securing that head-to-head in the semi-finals here in Katowice, Poland. Outsiders, 3 consecutive defensive rounds, or it is curtains. Look at this. The second as well. The angle, elevated. You know Flit's not pre-aiming that. And Perfecto the awareness, knowing Fame plays A, still alive and kicking.
Fight calling for the follow-up util. There's the flash. And again, this pressure applied to Kicker and Chiron. Well, Chiron, see, you don't say that one over towards B all that often. This could be the knockout blow. Everybody congregating banana. Enough silly business. Let's close this together. Enough for an execute here as a softening nade lands between 2. Skittled down Electronic and MPO, half HP.
Still 5 hearts beating, albeit low. Smoke for smoke, flash as well.
They have to go.
NaVi really don't want to be thrown. Oh, Chiron, he's going down 100-0 in the Molotov. It's Kicker only the one, and down goes Fame. He gets nothing done. Jane will have to save them. Not ready there for this, as Electronic again with impact. 4 already in the round he wants, and he takes by force. Quad kill on match point. Electronic will ace to close. We're off to the semi-finals. NaVi condemn outsiders to a pack in their suitcase, as NaVi will meet Heroic on Saturday.
Massive stuff here from NaVi. This team putting themselves back together again. Last year, a tumultuous task. This year, a new young blood in the server. MPO holding his own, finding impact throughout, playing with some of the biggest names.